war. Ever since the Air Nomad temples were attacked by Fire Lord Sozin, the world has been in chaos. The Southern Water Tribe fights for survival, as the Earth Kingdom seeks to hold off the Fire Nation army. But even with no Avatar in sight, there is still hope. Who will answer the call, and who will bring forth a new era of peace? Hello and welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. We are entering the 100 Years War era. I am, of course, your GM, Josh. I am joined by my wonderful friends, once again, Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. Why did I put Megan and Morgan right after each other?
Because you're an idiot!
Oh boy. It's gonna be Avani and Aya all over again. Wait. Don't worry, everyone has very radically different names this time.
Unless.
Yeah, unless we change it all. So for those of you who are just now catching up, you have two eras to catch up on, the Kyoshi and Roku, as we're now in the 100 Years War era. This is, of course, the era that the series started in. But we are going to be roughly around like year 50-ish, 60 of the war going on, so it's been a bit. Avatar Roku is, of course, gone. Avatar Aang has disappeared. And in fact, I don't think he was announced except for to the monks and a few of the airbenders, so they actually don't know his name. Just the Avatar himself themselves is gone. The Northern Water Tribe and Southern Water Tribes have lost connection from each other as the Fire Nation has been making their I wanted to say play as if it was like a sports thing or whatever, but they've been making their moves to take over and spread their influence, starting with destroying the air temples that happened at the beginning of the war, to the southern raids, and also taking over land in the Earth Kingdom. I think that's all we have to catch you up on now, if you don't already know. So let's begin this with a little. Do we want to roll to see who gets introduced first, or is anyone really gunning to like be introduced? No, okay, so we'll just roll for it.
No.
Okay, we're gonna roll.
Are
for
we
it
rolling
then.
one or two?
We'll roll with both dice.
Okay.
Highest roll goes first.
Well, I'm not going first.
7.
7 for Megan. 6 for Morgan. A 3 for Oz.
Oh, damn. I got a 9.
Cass is doing math, which means we're starting with Cass.
Yay!
Dang it.
We love Cass math.
What?
What do I have to say?
Don't worry, I'm going to set you up first and then ask for a kicker.
Okay.
We've done this twice already. It's fine.
I forgot.
Yeah,
We've
it's been
been
a while.
gone for so long, Josh.
It has been
We've
a
been
bit.
gone for 100 years.
Yeah, it's been 100 years.
Wow.
End of the stream. All right, bye everyone. Bye.
Great episode.
End of the session.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, take your
man.
meds. Capitalism is bad.
We're going to keep adding to this list.
Oh yeah,
All right.
for sure.
Anyway, so we begin going across a wonderful ocean skyline, where we're sort of like in the middle of the area between the Fire Nation and the Earth Kingdom, as we see sun overhead, random aviary creatures moving around, some weird fish and sea serpenty things moving in the oceans. Hey, I don't remember what they're all called right now.
Josh, I promise birds exist.
Yeah, I know. I said weird aviary creatures.
Birds
Just say birds.
They could be, hey, who knows what kind of birds they are. There was those weird long pelican-y things with, I don't
But
remember.
they're birds.
Okay.
Birds are canon.
Birds of any kind.
I looked it up. Birds are canon.
Birds of all kinds.
But like,
A bird cannon?
Oh.
no. But like, but what would you classify a turtle duck?
That's fair.
A friend.
That is fair. They
Is it
are
a
more
bird or a
bird than
turtle?
reptile. Yeah. That's fair. Fair enough. I don't think they do swim. I don't know if they fly, but yeah.
The
Anyway,
generic term bird exists on the Avatar wiki. I looked, I checked, I've been preparing.
The Avatar Wiki.
all right. So, yeah. So birds flying everywhere. Thanks, Oz. Birds flying everywhere, and we zoom into sort of a smoke-ish steam pillar coming out of a very metal industrialized new top of the line Fire Nation ship, very similar to the ones that we saw in the series. The deck is very quiet. There's a few like deckhands working, moving around stuff. There's a lot of sounds of like a horn every once in a while, of like shift changes, things like that. Cass, where do we find your character at this moment on this ship?
Probably on the, what do you call the top of
The
the
deck?
shit?
Yeah, the deck.
The deck,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, on the deck.
Just kind of, yeah.
All right, all right. So you're on the deck, just doing. You know what? You can describe. Please introduce your character, and also describe what they happen to be doing at this moment.
Okay. My character is Rafa. Their pronouns are am ear. And they're super hot and super cool. You'll soon learn. And right now they're currently just kind of standing on the deck and like just watching. Like they're standing like, you know, their hands behind their back. Air back. And they're peering over the water. Yes.
One sec.
How do you spell Rafa?
Rafa.
Okay.
I also have the wrong pronouns for the character. What was it again?
EM ear. And that's EY, EM, and EIR.
Oh, EYM. Okay. IR?
Not EYM, just EM.
Oh, god dang it. What a fun editorial part of this. Just watching this.
Essentially, it's they, them, theirs without the TH.
That's fair. I should have remembered that. And then, what do you happen to be doing at this moment on the deck of the ship? Just standing?
Yeah, watching the water, the scenery, thinking.
Fascinating.
Thinking their thoughts.
Okay, well, got that fixed. Okay, so as you stand there, you see a man in the very pointy Fire Nation uniform. You know, like the really big spikes that the Northern Water Tribe had that were like super outdated. He walks up to you. He's the captain of the ship. Which do you think you've personalized? Do you think you've like? Do you know everyone's name on the ship, or do you have no care about their names?
I do not care about their names.
Cool. That works easier for me. So the captain walks up. Excuse me. I don't know what title you would have. Miss. Or it. Rob. Jeez. He really runs off. He runs off. Another guy pops up. Hey, Rafa, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what his problem was. Anyway, just wanted to inform you that we're coming up on the embargo area, so we're gonna have to do some like identification checks and so on with those other ships coming up soon.
Very well then.
All right. Is there anything that you need us to help prepare for? Also, do we get to know like what we're doing on this ship exactly, or are we just?
You'll see.
Oh, fun. I love these kinds of assignments. You see him sort of like walk off and be like, I need a raise. So yeah, some time passes as you are just still standing looking out at the sea, um, thinking and so on, and you eventually reach a line of similar Fire Nation ships. They're a little bit older though. They're not as you see. There's still like slightly wooden parts to them, um, and there's like because they've been in states of repair and they're also a bit older, and the ship stops right next to another one, and you see a little walkway is placed, and some people walk in. They start to do their inspections and such of your ship, and there's like questions of like, "What are you doing here? State your business," that kind of thing. Are you still just gonna stand on the ship, just standing on the deck doing nothing?
Yeah.
So as the inspections go on, we will then shoot off to, let's see, Megan was next with 7, right? All right, we're gonna shoot off a little northern on another ship. This one fully wooden. Megan, do you think your character is traveling with people, or do you think that you are fully alone?
No, definitely traveling.
Okay.
Definitely like hop on like one of the ships leaving.
Okay, so we shoot off to a classic Northern Water Tribe sailing vessel. It's a little bit bigger than essentially what's needed because it used to be like for trading goods, but since the Northern and Southern Water Tribes have cut off contact, it's now just kind of a let's get down to the Earth Kingdom and get back. And so, Megan, can you please introduce your character and tell us what you're happen to be doing at this moment on the ship?
Yes. My name is Sakari, Sakari. I am kind of hood up, leaning over the side of the ship, like watching the water. Um, just kind of moving my hands with the flow of the water and trying to like see if I can see anything underwater. But mostly like tuning everybody out, just kind of chilling on the side of the ship.
I want to find. Oh, great. Yes, Oz.
Oh,
Pronouns.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, she, her.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Sakari, as you are looking at the water, you see that there are some strange newer fish that you haven't seen before underneath, and you're also you're tuning it out, but someone has been calling your name like 5 times.
I feel like I hear it like on that last time, and I just spin around with a big smile on my face, like, how can I help?
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's good to hear. We needed, to get the ship moving and everything. We agreed to let you on for like ship rotation, kind of. We need someone to relieve one of the waterbenders underneath to help, move the ship along. He's been going at bending the water for like 3 hours now, and it's time for him to take a break. And we wanted to know if you wanted to join this time around, if you wanted to take a shift.
Oh, do I? And I just like I absolutely have that. Yes, I can do that.
Awesome, great. And so you walk to the area. It's sort of like under the hold. It's under the ship where it's just sort of like feeling for the water. And you see there's 4 waterbenders there. All of them are guys. And as you walk in, you see one of them looks at you and goes, "Nope, get someone else."
I think Sakari just like internally like bites her tongue and just heads away. Doesn't cause any kind of disruption. Doesn't even lift up her hood. So
And they go back. It's like, ugh. Man, women who think that they can bend. Moving on. I have to remind people that this time the Northern Water Tribe is very sexist.
This is canon compliant, but I wasn't ready.
Wonderful.
I want Sakari, is anyone like around when she comes out from that area?
The woman who suggested you go down is there. And then there's a few other there's like the guy steering the ship. There's a guy steering the ship, and then there are a few other like they're in Earth Kingdom realm. Like they had been visiting the Northern Water Tribe for like trading goods, and then they're coming back from like some sort of ambassador like type deal. And they're just on the ship. They look very seasick. I miss the Earth.
I feel like I just look at the woman, like shrug, and say, I'll go get some refreshments. And I want to go to their bunks, the bunks of the waterbenders who like shooed me away.
Okay, it's easy enough to find. It's all like hammocky set up at the bottom. And you can easily find the area where like the main ship crew has been sleeping.
And I've been there for a while, right? So I kind of know where people are.
Yeah, you've been on the ship for about like a week and a half or so. Just because the voyage is taking a bit longer with the fact that they only have the 4 waterbenders and they keep having to take long breaks from constantly bending the water to keep moving.
I want to go over to the hammock of the guy who like shooed me away and made that comment that I definitely heard about women, and I want to like take out my dagger and start scoring under like the leather, like not fully ripping through, but like weakening the leather enough on the underside.
Yeah. Okay. Roll. We'll go with relying on skills and training.
Okay.
So roll with
And
focus.
then what? Focus.
Focus.
Okay.
Yep.
One sec. Let me pull up my. It went away. Okay. 11.
Oh, nice. You do it perfectly. I feel I thought I had the goal in mind. What is the goal of doing this?
I want to weaken the leather so when like a large weight goes on it, like tears.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you get it down to where like literally the moment he puts it all of his weight to go to sleep, it's just gonna rip full as if it's from wear and tear and not from you tampering with it. It is.
And then I just want to tuck my dagger away and go get them water.
All right, you go get them water, and we will move off to another area. We move to a sort of little off the coast of the Earth Kingdom. We find a transport ship that is ferrying people from one end of the Earth Kingdom to the next without having to cross through the desert, or for just anyone who really wants to travel by water, like cruise people. And Morgan, would you like to introduce your character and let us know what you're doing on this ship at the moment?
Sure. Hi, my name is Benjiro, but my friends call me Benji if I had any friends. I am on the boat kind of, I don't remember, did we say that? Like daggers are canon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of on the boat. Is anybody else around me?
See. Your last character had a dagger.
Like, be kind of hidden.
There are a few people on the deck. Around you though. I think there's only like maybe a few people who aren't paying attention to you, but they are like nearby.
Okay. Also, Cass has a question.
Yeah, Cass.
I didn't hear the name.
Uh,
The first one.
Benjiro.
Okay. How can you spell that for
Sure.
me?
Sure. It's Ben, Ben, and then Jiro, Jiro. But
All
you
one
can
Are
call
you
word.
it
saying V as in boy or V as in victory?
B as in boy.
Thank you.
And
Pronoun.
he, him.
Thank.
Got it.
Thank you.
Josh, you said that there's some people around, but they're not really looking at me.
Yeah, there are a few people nearby, but they're not like paying attention to you. They're doing their own thing.
Cool. I'm fiddling around with my dagger. Or a dagger that I have.
Awesome. So you're fiddling around this dagger. Smooth seas or rough seas? It's okay. Well, that's it's the waters under you are fairly it's like a little rocking, not bad or anything.
Mhm.
Are you above deck or are you like down in like cabin like areas?
Cabin areas.
Cabin areas. Okay, cool. So as you are just playing with your dagger, and on the ship you see little off to the distance, not too far away, you see like some kids run out of a room. They're doing that Scooby-Doo run out of a room, back in, back out kind of. They're just like going through every cabin just to see, just being like, ooh, what's this? Oh, I've already seen that. Ooh, what's, oh, I've already seen that. Ooh, what's, oh, because they're all the exact same, all the same style. And you hear someone going around that is there is an older gentleman who's sort of going like, does everyone have their passes? He's like checking everyone for like their passes for transportation. Passes.
Hey, Josh.
It's up to you if you have if you have the passes to get on the ship. How do you think you got on the ship? Up to you.
I feel like I have a pass, but it's like maybe an older pass.
So would you say you stowed away or that you like got a pass and then got on?
I think I got a pass and I got on.
Okay, cool. So all right. So he gets to you. You show the older passes. Oh, very interesting. Okay, still acceptable, and then moves on.
As soon as he walks away, I do a like a okay.
He walks on. So yeah, are you just gonna stay playing with your dagger?
I'm gonna watch the kids as I'm doing it, just keeping a watchful eye.
Okay. As the kids are just running around and having fun on their own, and you're just kind of watching them playing with your dagger, we will then move very quickly off to a very, very. You know what? I'm gonna say it's not like too far away from the transport ship. It's sort of like, in what is it? Is it called the Wake Up? No, it's not. It would be further away. Yeah, Oz.
Can I do it?
The location of your
Not the
vessel?
location,
No.
the vessel. Can I describe it?
Yeah, but I'll say that this particular vessel happens to be not too off too off away from the wake of the transport ship. It's kind of like using the waves it's making to move along, but like from a far enough distance to where no one can really like super notice it if they aren't like really looking. So yeah, Oz, would you go ahead and describe this particular ship?
We zoom in on, for those who have played Breath of the Wild, it's like one of those, but a little smaller. It is essentially a let's say 10 foot by 10 foot square of some logs tied together with just a sad little mast and tattered piece of cloth for a sail. There is absolutely no implement to steer this thing. It is just the saddest little sail raft you've ever seen. And there's a distinct like mossy quality to it. Like it looks like it would be slick to the touch. Like that kind of like pond scum feel. You also see that there is a vine tied around the bottom of the mast. And on the other side of that vine, there's a little slack, and on the other side, tied around the waist of a person from the foggy swamp.
Sounds like a perfect
his
time. Yep. Sounds like a perfect time to introduce your character, Austin. Let us know what you are
Here
doing.
he is. His name is Taibo. Like the martial art, but instead of going up at the end, you go down. It's spelled TAI-BO. He, him pronouns. And slung across his lap is a very clearly handmade 4-string instrument. It's not very similar to a guitar or a banjo. It's someone who does not have the crafting skills to make an instrument, but they made an instrument. It's like the strings are not tuned properly. The body is very simple. The sound hole is uneven, just very homemade. He is also mostly naked.
As swamp
He's
people
got
are.
like the loincloth looking thing that the swamp people wear. He's got some bracers and anklet things made of leaves. He's got a necklace with like wood beads on it and an anklet to match. And he's strumming along on his sad little instrument. Just a jaunty little tune. And Josh, can I pause so I can refresh my memory of the song that I made up today because I didn't know we were doing a water entrance?
Up to you.
Would love to pause and just refresh my memory. Thanks.
All right, we'll do a little pause on Oz because we'll go over to we'll zoom out for a little bit after that great introduction and so we see, of course, the Fire Nation ship. We see the Water Tribe ship. We see the 2 Earth Kingdom ships. Quotations, because one of them is not really a ship. And during that, I'm gonna go back to Sakari. As you are having finished delivering water to the Earth Kingdom tourist guys, you see on the horizon little plumes of smoke. It's not necessarily a new sight. You've passed a few Fire Nation ships at this point already, but there's a whole lot more than you'd expect to be this far south speaking.
I guess how many? Because I feel like Sakari would take note of like how many.
You can see probably about 5 ships that their smoke at the very top of like the skyline has like combined it into one giant thing. But yeah, it's 5 individual columns.
Is anyone else like near the deck? Is that other woman like on deck?
Yeah, she is on deck and she looks over and she says, "Oh, that I don't think that doesn't look very good, does it?"
That's abnormal, right?
Yeah. I should ask the captain about what that is? And you see one of the Earth Kingdom people who look a little bit better now that they've had the water and such. Like that's the Fire Nation embargo. They're sort of patrolling the the ocean and stopping ships from getting through, kind of deal.
We have a pass though, right? This is a trading ship.
Uh, not the You technically have a pass. It's not a pass that the Fire Nation would probably accept. It is more of like, I'm here on Earth Kingdom business, which the
Mm,
Fire Nation does not care about.
mm. Does it seem like they're coming toward us, or are they like kind of veering?
No, it's just like a line. They're just stopped dead in the water.
Okay. Okay. Can we just keep going past them?
Not unless well, we could, but it would add some time because we'd have to go like around them, and that would add time to the journey and things. I don't know if those guys are gonna like, like survive much longer without some sort of dry, solid ground.
Mm. That is why teamwork is helpful in these situations,
Yes,
but
fair.
unfortunate. um, what do we do? Who speaks to them? The captain?
Well, yeah, I guess the captain would. Yeah, I haven't run into it much myself. Yeah. Uh, you see, as the captain is coming, is looks over, sees the smoke and everything. Um, he yells out about the ships, and then you also notice that he said, "Hold on, there's we might not have to deal with them, folks." You see a little off into the in not the corner of the ocean, but you see off to the side. There's another ship that is approaching the sort of like in a. So if you're headed towards this embargo here, in sort of like a diagonal cutoff way, another ship is very fast approaching, and you see it's flying like a black blank flag. Ah, looks like those. Looks like we got pirates, and either they're gonna deal with us, or maybe the Fire Nation will deal with them for us.
Pirates are a thing?
Yeah, I mean, he looks like, well, yeah, I mean the Fifth Nation. Ever heard of them? They were, a long time ago. There was a pirate nation. There's still some people who, follow that, and of course there are just regular pirates, smugglers, that kind of thing. Uh, yeah, well, actually, there pirates is an interesting term because he goes on this weird long rant that like you don't need to know anything about.
Sakari has never heard about pirates or Fifth Nation, but just kind of nods along as if it all makes sense.
As he explains, we move to the Fire Nation ship that Rafa is on, and you hear some bells ringing out as they have also spotted this pirate ship. And you see the one person from the captain from before who totally is getting fired. Looks up, sir, what would you like us to do? Because we're not technically part of the embargo. Should we keep moving, or should we help deal with these pirates?
Hmm. Why don't we see what these pirates are up to?
Okay, orders are to stay here. All right, and he starts going. All right, man, battle positions, battle it. He turns battle positions, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, runs off. Battle, just yelling battle positions. And then we'll also move to back to Oz. Have you figured out the song yet? Okay, cool. We'll move back to the little raft after hearing about pirates for a little quick
You hear a few like happy plunky chords played along, and you hear just a twangy little voice singing, "Ocean waves keep rolling on, carry me from dusk till dawn. Just my fourth string on my knee, at the mercy of the wind and sea." Well, I gotta say, I didn't plan on getting out this far in the water, but what a beautiful day for sailing.
I'm just thinking about the juxtaposition of hearing battle positions and then suddenly cut to little twangy song. Anyway,
A little country ball.
yeah. Tybo, you look up and start to see smoke covering the sky. You've never seen this before. The clouds are starting to blacken.
Oh man, looks like a storm clouds are coming in.
We'll say also,
Tybo
Benjiro.
sees this and tightens the vine around him.
Benjiro as well. Also, you'll have moved up on deck for because you're hearing commotion. You'll also have seen the black smoke, black
Okay.
clouds.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'm just surveying, trying to also figure out what in the world's going on, surveying what the black smoke might be from where I'm at.
Both Tybo and Benjiro, can you roll? I know it's gonna be focus. I don't know. Why is my GM not helpful for me right now? I'm trying to find the thing. Oh, there we go. Let's roll. Yeah, let's just roll with focus for now, because there's not like perception check. It's just gonna roll for focus.
I got an 8.
You said it was focus?
Yeah.
I also got an 8, a 7 plus 1.
Perfect. There's a little bit of distraction from either trying to think of a new song or a bunch of people running around. But you notice that on your side, you're on the other side of the embargo that is being created. Another ship is also making the same diagonal line towards the embargo. You two would have no reference for what this ship is. So yeah, it's just another strange ship moving towards in a diagonal line. Yes.
Well, shoot, guess everyone thought it was a good day for sailing.
I straight up mumbled to myself, wow, hold on, what did you just say? Hold on. I straight up mumbled to myself, oh, that's a really strange ship going in a diagonal direction.
We fast forward for a little bit. As the ships appear, Fire Nation ships are getting ready for battle. The Water Tribe ship is still sort of just maintaining course, hoping to like find a breaking point and run through. The transport ship and the little dinghy of a raft are just kind of minding their own business because they don't know what's happening. When all of a sudden, a huge like tidal wave crashes into one of the embargo ships, not the one that you're on, Rafa, but one nearby, and it starts to like tip it over as you are attacked from a side that you didn't think the pirates were on, because of course there's that second ship. You're muted. What did you say?
Oh, I said those bitches.
Yep. And suddenly you see one of the ships, the one that got hit is hit with another. It's like not caterwauling. What am I saying? It's careening back and forth until it fully flips over, it starts to sink, and you see Fire Nation's sailors and soldiers. Their bodies going trying to swim. No one's taught them how to swim really. And some of them are in full armor, so it's not going to be great. And you see one of the ships deploys to be rescue. The other two, along with yours, starts to move into a way of combat. And as that is all happening, wasn't prepared for ship combat. Sakari, over on your ship, as you see an opening. Your captain sees an opening. He says, "There it is, waterbenders." The waterbenders start to go real fast. Suddenly, you realize that your ship has stopped moving, as if there's a counter pull going on, and a third pirate ship has appeared from directly behind you, and is fully working on taking. They've like swung over and started to take over your ship.
What's everyone doing around me?
Panicking mostly.
I guess I look. Like,
they're running. The waterbenders who are below deck are trying to get up, but there's a few pirates who are just barring the door as the others are all dealing with whoever's on the deck.
I want to like look to the captain for direction. Like,
you look for the captain. He is currently sword drawn, fighting one of the pirates.
Sakari is going to just try something she has never seen before. She's seen some other men in the Northern Warlord tribe do it. Sakari's never done it or been allowed to do it. She's gonna try to like bring water onto the ship.
Roll with it's passion for push your luck.
Right. And my passion's a -1. So
That'd be great.
Oh wait, well, oh no, never mind. This is not. I can't use changing plans, right? Because it's not like a combat thing.
No, this isn't combat. Yeah.
Okay. 7 - 1, 6.
6. You attempt to bring a bunch of water in, and it just starts moving the ship again. But now it's like the ship and the pirate ship are in tandem, moving together closer to the embargo line.
I meant to do that, and just Sakari just kind of like grabs her dagger out and tries to like get her back against something so she can not be surprised. At least she doesn't know what to do. She's never been in combat.
Perfect. You get your back against something. We shoot back to Rafa, who, as you've got the two pirate ships, you hear a commotion about 2 other pirate ships that are connected to each other, moving closer on the other side of all the ships.
Rafa takes just a deep sigh, and she goes to go find the captain. I already misgendered myself, and go to find the captain.
You find him. He's at the helm, yelling orders about like more coal. Firebenders here they're like trying to raise like the little catapult options that you have. They're brand new. As I said, this is like the newest top of the line ship. So these are some new war engines that you have. They aren't super perfected because no one really thought about what you would be throwing other than coal, which is what you use to move the ship. So there's like, how much coal do we keep? Well, we gotta shoot these somehow.
Okay. Well, Rafa comes in and just goes, "Bip, what's going on? What's happening?"
Well, it looks like.
Progress.
Well, sir, the ships, we've been taken by surprise by some pirates. We weren't expecting any of this, honestly, and it's a bad day today. You see, he like takes out a little pipe and Iroh had a pipe in one of the first episodes. It's one of those kind of pipes. Probably has some sort of either nicotine or weed like substance in it, and just like takes a really quick hit of it and is like, okay.
Well, we trained you to be prepared, now didn't we? So let's I don't know. Be prepared and do something. Let's
What?
prepare to board the ship.
Okay, which ship would you like us to board?
The one out there, the one. Pick one and board it. Thank you. And then Rafa exit.
you exit and you see as there are 3 in total still. Oh no, there'd be 4 because I said 5, so one of them capsizes. 4. You see 2 of them veer off to deal with the first pirate ship as they were already on that course. One of them moves to get to the one that was behind you, and so your ship then turns to then go towards the one that Sakari is on to sort of intercept and fire at. Back on our transport ship and raft. And you see all of this start to happen. A ship capsizes. People are in the water. You see the Fire Nation ships moving around. You hear panic happening all over the transport ship. And a stray fireball from not Rafa's ship, from another ship, sort of lands in between the raft and the transport ship, causing a huge wave. Do I want to capsize this raft?
I mean, probably.
Yeah, okay. The raft capsizes, and you're
Tybo doesn't like fall. He just kind of like goes over with the ship as if, you know, the thing. It's like,
Damn. Benjaro, you look back at to where the fireball landed because you can easily see where it hit, and you notice the raft capsizing and the person playing the weird instrument go over as more people are
He
panicking.
does eventually surface.
Okay. Is there like I don't know, lifeboat raft thing?
There are like smaller boats that you can, like, you know, like you would dock the ship one spot and then you take the rowboats out. There are some rowboats on the sides that you can grab if you wanted to.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of those.
Okay,
And
roll to push your luck because you don't know how to steer it or use any of these.
That one's with what again?
Passion.
Passion, perfect.
Energy.
Oh boy. Alright, that is a 9.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you figure out very easily. You grab your dagger, you slice the ropes that are holding onto the rowboat. It goes down. You easily grab the oars, and you realize, oh, this is simple. You start moving out to get to Tybo, who you don't know.
I feel like that's just like one of those moments of like you don't just think, you act kind of thing. So it seems like one of those.
Yep. You row out. Eventually, get Tybo onto your rowboat as you see everyone from the transport ship has abandoned and gone to other rowboats and are going towards as close to their going back towards like the Earth Kingdom shore as fast as they can, while the transport ship itself just kind of is dead in the water. No one on it. No one steering it.
Okie dokie. And everybody's off the boat. Like I can clearly see that everybody's off the boat.
Everyone appears to be off the boat. None of them grabbed their stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. I guess I'm trying to think of what to do next.
Tybo is now on the ship with you, or on the rowboat with you.
Okay.
Tybo, you see someone has pulled you out of the water. You are now in a rowboat, and there's just chaos everywhere.
I don't think Tybo sees this immediately. I forgot to mention Tybo has just an insane amount of hair. And it's wet and down in his face right now. So he does sort of a little like a dog. Like, well, thank you kindly, stranger.
You're very welcome.
You wouldn't happen to know what all this is? Wide shot out to like panic, screaming fire. cut back in.
Yeah. Not entirely sure, but there is some chaos obviously going on. And I think there's some sort of ship that's trying to attack some other ships, and people are panicking. So that's where we're at.
Well, I say better to face panic as a duo. Name's Tabo. Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is Benjiro. You can call me Benji if you want to be my friend.
Very enthusiastic handshake. Very strong. He doesn't look like big and muscly, but it's like a shake, 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 shake.
I was actually gonna say my character is extremely muscly. So this
Oh,
is
wow. Then it's a double muscle handshake.
I just,
Pleasure to meet you, Benji.
I just realized this is the same set of duos that met up last
Yep.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't plan that. Didn't even
Putting
realize
me
it.
with more.
Didn't even realize it. Oh well. So as you're meeting and handshaking in the middle of all this chaos, we go back to Rafa's ship that has sort of made itself parallel to the duo Sakari Water Tribe ship and with the pirate ship attached to it. And at this point, one of the other pirate ships has now been capsized by the two Fire Nation ships that were working together. Then that they are now turning to assist the other two. So it's currently one Fire Nation ship down, one transport ship abandoned, and one pirate ship down. So like, oh, and one raft gone.
Thank you.
That too, yeah, and a raft gone as well. For anyone keeping score, Rafa, what are you doing now that you? What are you ordering essentially now that the ships are lined up? Oh, you said board, right?
Yeah, we're boarding something.
Okay, so the sailors, soldiers throw down those beams that you can get across on and so on. Sakari, as you're up on the deck, one of the plank beams comes down, and you see that some of the pirates from the ship behind you are swinging to the Fire Nation ship. So it's a weird like trade-off happening as Fire Nation soldiers are storming onto your ship, and pirates are swinging from their ship onto the Fire Nation ship.
Oh, this is happening so much sooner than I thought anything was going to happen. I feel like I look around near me for anyone that's not Fire Nation or a pirate.
You've got the two Earth Kingdom citizens who are like, we have no rock, we're full useless here, and are like just like cowering, covering themselves. There's the woman who was with you from earlier, who she has run off, sort of is hiding, and you can see that the captain is of course fighting a pirate, and then the four waterbenders from earlier who were down underneath are doing their best to fight off both the Fire Nation and the pirates coming in, but they are, use the waterbending dice for this. They've lost one of them, and but the others are holding their own for now. It's sort of like a stalemate, but they've for sure lost one of those waterbenders.
Lost like dead, or they're overboard?
Possibly both. You just don't know where they are, and they're at least not contributing.
Right. I guess what's happening nearest to me? What's the most immediate problem?
Nearest to you is Fire Nation soldiers are walking across that plank to get onto the ship, or coming across. And yeah, that would be the closest thing to you.
Where's the Far away is the captain? Can I go try to help the captain?
You run off to not run off. You run up to help the captain out, who is sword fighting right now. Let me see how he's doing. Oh, he's doing great. He's doing wonderful. As you run up to him, you see he slices the pirate captain guy in the shoulder, and like kicks him back. So the pirate stumbles back. Goes, uh, yeah. Do you need something?
Do you need something? What do I do?
Well, you're a waterbender, right? You can bend. You can heal then, right? Yeah. You know how
Yes.
to heal. You went to the huts. Cool. You know the healing huts.
Heal.
Find some people. Heal people. That's
Okay.
it.
I feel like she just starts running to the nearest non-pirate, non-firebender person to try to heal them.
You find a sort of like a deckhand person who like had grabbed a mop to fight. Who was like on the ground, like he's got a burn down one arm. And you run over to him to heal. Roll with focus to rely on skills and training.
Okay.
Sometimes. Oh, I'm not gonna say it.
That's just a 10.
Just a 10? No, that's fine. You begin healing his wounds. It doesn't take too long, even though all the cast is going around with you. Rafa, are you joining in the boarding of the ships, or are you staying on the Fire Nation ship?
I'm staying on my ship.
You're staying on your ship? Okay, so you stay on your ship, and at as you are, you see the pirates. Some pirates have swung over and are attempting to like grab or like get below deck to like grab things. You still have a few soldiers with you, but they are preoccupied with either trying to get over or trying to deal with some of the pirates who are on the ship now.
I stopped them.
Yeah, roll with focus to rely on skills and training. And then I'll let you know how well it works. Also, I'll roll for your soldiers to see how they're doing. Oh no.
Um, 8.
8. You're or do you think you're using firebending, or are you using something else to like deal with the pirates?
I'm totally using firebending.
Okay. You let off a couple like really good, really strong blasts, hitting the pirates, knocking them back, knocking them off, things like that. Your soldiers on this ship are doing absolutely terrible. They were prepared, but they were so like not prepared for how pirates fight, to where they are they've just been getting like knocked around very easily by these pirates.
Rafa just rolls their eyes and just whispers pathetic under their breath.
All right. Let's go to the rowboat now that holds Typo and Bendro. How are you two? Where are you two deciding to move at this point with the rowboat?
I mean, how far away? I don't remember if you said this, but how far away are we from the chaos that's going on over with Sakari and Rafa?
Moved. I would say at this point you are not terribly far. You could row over there if you wanted to, but you could also like row off in other directions.
Okay.
And you can definitely see like all the combat happening. You are sort of like, getting caught up in like the waves and such, so it is a very like rough waters in terms of like moving around.
And can we tell from where we're at, like, can we tell that there's definitely like Fire Nation and like we could tell from where we're at that those two boats are Fire Nation and water.
You know for sure there's the Fire Nation because they're the only ones with the steel ships. So you know for sure there's Fire Nation. You have no clue what the other ships are,
Okay.
because they're made of wood. And other than that, they're flying different flags.
Okay.
Now, Benji, if I may, I respect this is your rowboat. You are the captain of this ship, and I respect your authority on that matter. I'm not one to abandon people in need, and it looks like those folks on the wooden ship are in need of some help.
I was about
Now,
to ask you.
I'm perfectly content to go swim there myself. If you would rather row somewhere else, I do appreciate your help. I would love to be in this with you.
Can you fight?
I can fight.
Do you know your way around a weapon?
He takes out his 4-string and shows that the sort of back of it is a very thick, heavy wood with some scuff marks on it. It's like, oh, I can wield a weapon.
I hold up my. I have a question, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm assuming on me, because I don't want to be not conspicuous. I don't know what word I'm thinking of, but I don't want to be like suspicious.
Oh yeah, you
So
want to be
I
like super
assume-
obvious? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and not in the super obvious way, but like while I was on that ship, I'm assuming that I'm not bringing like a ton of swords with me.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you've got
assuming I have. But
you would have like smaller, probably smaller blades and such. If you had any swords, they're definitely back in your cabin and you did not grab them. They are still on that ship.
True. I'm gonna pull out the. I'm trying to think of what sword maybe like a sword that, not like a super long sword, but just like not a dagger either, but something in between. I'm not really good at sword names. My character would be, but I'm not good at sword names.
A machete.
Sure. Or machete's canon in the Avatar universe.
They are now.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah.
Yay!
Sokka has a machete. He mentions it in the swamp.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
It's-
yeah, I pull out a machete.
Also, if you pay attention, it's quite literally looks like his machete looks like his club without the huge thing in the middle of it, like the huge ball. So was always convinced that he just took the ball off and it suddenly was a blade, and then he put the ball
And then-
back on and it's his club.
Lovely.
Try to
I want to like do an interesting flip with the machete and just catch it and say, "All right, let's go." And I guess we start. I'm assuming that there's rows in the rowboat, so like
Yeah, there's oars.
I'm
Yeah. Start rowing.
trying to oar us
We're
over.
rowing with our big muscly arms.
All right, let's see how things
There's
are.
2 beefcakes coming in to help.
going. Okay.
I also
that's
want to
them.
clarify. I don't mean just muscle. I mean handsome muscle, like crunk.
Did we both make himbos?
Yes, we did.
Let's go!
Well, it's the Oops All Himbo season. You heard it here first.
I don't know. Cass seems like their character
Okay.
has got it together.
Oops, it's half himbos.
Oops, half himbos.
Oops, half himbos.
Himbos!
Himbo. That's going in the notes.
All right.
Wait, Morgan, right now we're in the himbo. Let's go!
So as the himboat moves, on to catch up with the pirate ship, I just rolled. The other pirate ship has sank, but along with it, it took the other 2 Fire Nation ships that were with it. So now it's just one that's on its way to meet up with Rafa's ship, and then the joint ship that is the pirate ship that it has taken over the Water Tribe ship, and then the transport ship that doesn't really count anymore. Yeah. Sakara, you have been like doing your best to heal and so on, but you see that this is very much like you're either at a stalemate or your ship's not going to last because yours is made out of wood versus steel, and so you've like done the mental math of like you have to do something, even though these guys aren't going to let you, and you don't really know what you got to do, but you have to do something.
There is, so on my character sheet, I have like the going all in.
Oh, those ones. Okay, yeah.
For going all in, once per session, when you decide to risk everything to overcome a difficult or dangerous opponent or challenge, shift your balance towards risk and roll with risk. But I guess for that, my only question, like, can I assess the situation to see like what nearest to me would be helpful to attack?
Yeah, I'll let you roll creativity to assess the situation first.
Okay. Nine. Oh wait, no, +2.
Oh, nice.
11.
That is there we go. Do ask 2 questions, take a +1 ongoing. What here can I use? So what is it that you would like the answers to?
Who or what is, because I don't have that page. I can't find
Yeah,
it. But is who or
it's
what is the biggest danger or biggest threat?
yeah. There's the who or what is the biggest threat. What should I be on the lookout for? What's my best way out, in or through? Who or what is in the greatest danger? And then what here can I use to blank?
Who or what is in the greatest danger?
Right now, who or what in the greatest danger would be you and the pretty much the people who were on your ship originally are in the greatest danger. Because you're caught in a bad situation, yeah.
Right. And then I had to ask too, right?
Yeah, second question, yeah.
But for the biggest threat, can I like narrow it down to what's like the nearest threat to me?
Yeah, the nearest threat to you is I'll say it's gonna be the pirates seem to be ignoring you for the most part, and they're mostly focused on either the outright waterbend those who are on offense with waterbending, or dealing with the Fire Nation soldiers. So the pirates aren't really paying attention. The Fire Nation soldiers just think everyone's a pirate, so they're just attacking everyone who isn't in their armor.
Okay. Is there anyone nearest to the edge of the boat?
I'll say yeah. There's a good number of soldiers who are still like making their way over, and then there's a good number of like pirates who are like trying to use the planks as well, like get over to the ship.
Okay, because I want to use going all in and try to go all in against somebody near, like a threat near to the edge of the boat that I can knock them over.
Okay. Yeah. So roll with risk.
And what does it mean to roll with risk?
That's your balance principle, because you have the risk versus.
Oh yeah, and I start
stability.
at +3, so it's -3. It's a risk. LOL. Well, we're doing it anyway. Oh,
Well,
12 minus. Wait, what?
You shift risk first, so you actually are at -2 instead of starting at -3. Yeah.
Okay, so then 12 minus 2. So then.
Okay, so 10. Oh yeah, still really good. Oh, plus with the assess situation, you get the +1, so it would be 11 technically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, still really good. So on it, you get to 10 plus. Also, you have no conditions or any fatigue, although we probably should have been doing that. Either way, they're cleared. So choose 2 of those options.
I want to spend your. What does it mean to spend your hold?
Hold 1. Spend your hold to take a 12 plus on it. Oh, so you're gonna get a it's kind of like with like bardic inspiration or like blessed. You get it's a thing that you like hold on to, and then when you want to use it, X thing happens. So you get a hold of 1, and then whenever you want to, you can spend it to take a 12 plus on any. You don't have to roll. You can just have an automatic full success.
Okay.
Of a 12 plus on any move in pursuit of your goal.
Okay. What I want to do is like slice with my dagger to distract them and then shove them over into the water.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, and then what's the second you got to choose 2. Yeah. What's the second thing you wanted to do?
Become empowered for the rest of the scene.
Awesome. Okay, so you become empowered, and you easily slice one of the Fire Nation. It's one of those like you slice with the dagger. It cuts his armor, and he's like, "Well, that didn't hurt me, but I didn't expect." And then all of a sudden, push, just fully goes over. as you do, and as you push them over, I'll say you look across and you see someone who looks slightly familiar.
How familiar?
Familiar,
familiar?
familiar in a way of like you probably. It's one of those like, like if you have like a very young childhood best friend, and then suddenly you see each other in real life, and like they look kind of like an older version of this.
I feel like my heart just kind of sinks a little bit, but I like focus on the threat because I'm terrified.
Yeah. Okay. And then so you start pushing people over. You're keeping this one section of the ship from being taken over, which is great. No one's seeing it, unfortunately. They're all busy with their own thing. However, going over the Fire Nation ship, Rafa does happen to notice someone impeding the work, and you do also have the same sort of like, I kind of recognize this person situation.
Mm-hmm. Am I still trying to keep off the pirates? What am I doing?
You've between scolding the Fire Nation. Let me see how they're doing now. Hold on. Fire Nation soldiers are doing better. They got back in the game after you yelled at them, or I would assume you yelled at them, and the pirates are also still doing good though. I would assume that right now you're slowly you're still battling throughout the pirates. Like it's one of those like you hit one off, burn another, turn. It's like a double take of like who is that over there as you continue, because there is someone who seems to be more competent on the other side as well that is just now blocked anyone from getting over.
Rafa's like, I need to talk to that person. But first, I want my ship secured.
Give me a roll focus for, we'll say, relying on skills and training.
I rolled a 6.
You look over to your soldiers, and they've lost control of the situation enough to where you see one or two pirates have now snuck underneath to the below areas of the ship.
I follow them.
You follow them. As you go down, you see, of course, pretty much the whole ship has moved to where it's like battle stations. Everyone's gotten up and is either fighting now in the water, on the deck, over on the ship, pirate ship, in the water, etc. So it's like full barren underneath in the belly of the ship, and you see that you notice that one of the pirates is they're ahead of you. You could probably catch up to them, but you see that one of them is holding some sort of like weird like, wet's the wrong word, but it's a bag that has some sort of liquid in it.
Rose?
No, you would probably assume that this is some sort of explosive. So your firebending would possibly cause that thing to explode.
Okay. I just kind of walk up and I do like a little giggle. And I'm like, what you looking for?
They're very focused. It's like, all right, so, well, we're about to split. Well, you know the plan. We're splitting up. I'm going to the captain's chambers, and they're going down to the engine. Right, and I'm gonna throw this in, and we're gonna explode this ship. We're then going to just grab whatever's left in the water after. Wait a second, and then they turn. See, it's like shit.
Oh, is that right? I'm gonna. Hmm. I'm just gonna keep walking closer to them.
Okay. Just roll. Let's roll intimidate.
I'm gonna use my wits and charms to intimidate them.
Let's do
But do I roll with
a passion. Roll with passion for intimidate.
Okay. Ooh, I got an 11.
Oh, so you get to choose an option that they can't choose. Okay, so on +10 for you pick one of them. So either they are not able to escape or get back up, they don't back down or but keep watch. They aren't able to give in with a few stipulations, or they cannot attack you off balance. So you choose one that they do not get to do.
They don't get to escape.
Okay, so no escaping. So, I guess they're gonna attack then. All right, so yeah, they lunge for you, and I shall roll for them. Just a quick roll of well, nope, they fully miss. They lunge at you. You like sidestep out of the way, and they miss their attack on you that they tried.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack them back.
Okay. I'm gonna roll with. Well, I'm gonna still keep this out of a full combat. So roll with focus to rely on skills and training.
I'm gonna fight. You know, Rorik style. I got 10.
10. Oh, you expertly with precision of your firebending knock these two out, burn them, and you are able to like catch the like blasting jelly that they have before it explodes or hits any of the fire. So your ship is safe from explosion now as you knock them out. And as you head back up, unfortunately, you see that all of your people are now either been careened off the ship or are over on the pirate ship fighting. You are the last person on your ship, as there are still more pirates.
I do this myself.
And as you walk up to a bunch of pirates, thinking that they now have the ship to themselves, even though they technically don't, we go back to the rowboat that has now caught up to the. We'll say would you have headed towards the Fire Nation ship or the wooden ship?
I'm
I'm leaning wooden.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is the wooden ship.
Okay,
I need help.
you've caught up. Okay, so you've gotten to the wooden ship. What is your plan to get onto the wooden ship? Because you're there, but of course you're a rowboat versus like a full.
I knock on it like a door.
Roll to push your luck. Roll with passion.
Oh boy, passion, the thing I'm the worst at.
I could have just said no because physically that wouldn't be possible.
Okay. 8, 9 minus 1.
Oddly enough, Sakari, as you are holding those Fire Nation soldiers from getting across, you hear a weird, like, soft rapping against the ship.
It's not shaving a haircut, but it's basically shaving a haircut. It's a musical knock.
So you do hear this with this weird, like, quiet musical knock against the side of the ship. Megan.
I didn't realize that.
You're Sakari!
Yeah, I am.
New characters, new names.
I was like, I don't hear my name. How close is it? Like, how close does it sound?
It sounds far away, but like there's no way it can be far away because you're on a ship, so like it had to have come from somewhere nearby. So like looking down, you sort of see a small rowboat off to the side, but like next to your ship. The rowboat is sort of like in the middle of the two ships, but it's like right next to yours.
I feel like she just yells like, more pirates? More.
No, ma'am. Seem to be having a bit of a pirate problem. Could you just looking dead up? Would you
Both
like
of you
four
roll.
capable
Hold
hands?
on. Both of you just flat roll 2d6.
Okay.
Let me know what
Wait.
you get.
Which two?
Who's both of us?
The two people talking,
Okay.
Sakari and Tybo.
Okay, 10.
6, 7, 8.
Okay. In all the chaos and the sound, you're hearing each other in a like everyone. You can hear all the words, but like it's one of those like you might mistake one word for a different word kind of deal, just because there's so much going on. But you are sort of are communicating in a way to each other, but it's not necessarily the same words being heard that's being said.
Is there a way to roll to if I perceive a threat? Like, because I can't really hear. I just heard like pirates. Like,
Yeah,
up.
roll creativity or
Okay.
focus. You know, I'll let you choose focus or creativity.
Oh, creativity. That's a plus 2.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, wait, 12, but
12?
dirty 12.
Oh yeah, they're not a threat. These seem like some weirdos who just sort of like appeared. One of them, you can perceive clothing on at least one of them. The other one, you're not entirely sure.
I feel like Sakari just does quick math, like more not threat, people are good. And so, is there like a ladder nearby?
There's like a bunch of rope. You would have to like stop holding your blocked area to like grab enough rope to like throw it down to him.
Can I like try to just shove the person nearest to me and then run towards the rope? Like shove them off the boat and then.
Oh yeah, roll with focus, relying on skills and training.
Okay. 9.
Oh yeah, you shove them easy. You then grab it. It like causes a domino effect, and then you get back to you get rope, throw it over. And Tybo and Benjiro, a rope appears.
I guess we're climbing.
After you.
Like easily.
You climb up, join in this weird randomness that's happening. Rafa, over on your ship, as you realize that you are alone and you look over to the pirate ship, you see two people climbing up onto the pirate ship who definitely aren't on your side.
Strange.
Prayers, sorrows.
What are okay? So I see these two people climb up to the other ship,
Mm-hmm.
and then what is happening other than that?
So I just rolled. Your Fire Nation soldiers, unfortunately, have now all been thrown off of the other ships.
Cool.
So they're all out. So you are standing alone. Look, there were some waterbenders going on. You're in the middle of the ocean. Waterbending has an upper hand.
There's water in the ocean.
What?
And
Oh,
it's not so yeah, we'll say the pirates in a sort of like they realized that you were probably the one giving orders, so instead of deciding to just murk you, you see they like throw a net over you, and you are dragged aboard the pirate ship that then also nets are thrown over Taibo, Benjiro, and Sakari as they like I have now joined, and they are dragged onto that one pirate ship that then disconnects from the water tribe ship, and it sails off with the four of you in nets as prisoners, and that is where we will end today's session. Thank you for joining us. I am once again your GM, Josh. Of course, I once again thank you to my wonderful friends Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz, as I now have them captured in nets, and we will find out what happens next time. This is usually Oz. Send us out.
Be sure to hit that like button. Leave a comment down below about, I don't know, sushi or something. What's your favorite net? Be sure to hit the bell for notifications and subscribe for more content. And join us next time for Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Season 3!
100 Years War, baby. Yeah. Woo! Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals, and everyone else in between, and whoever. I don't remember how I start these all of a sudden. Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes.
1 year.
We have entered the 100 Years War era. Yeah, I am, of course, your GM for this, Josh. Josh, I don't know why I just said my name twice.
Want to run the one again?
Oh, dude. Want to do it again? Sure, we can do it
Yep.
again.
Jesus Christ.
So we'll be in about 50 or 60 years into the war. So at this point, characters that we know like Paku, Boomy, Gran, Zhong, all of them are going to be younger people that you could probably run into. Katara's and Sokka's parents would probably be young kids at this point, if not like very newly born. Other characters don't exist. Aang, Toph, etc.
I mean, Aang does exist.
Aang exists. He is currently stuck in an iceberg.
Uh-oh.
Hama, the bloodbending woman, she probably has not developed the technique yet, but is still currently in the Southern Water Tribe.
How old is she?
Let's see, Hama in the show was the same age as Gran, so Paku made 60, so in the year 40, early to mid, somewhere in the mid 20s, I would say is the correct age.
What I'm hearing is Hama is young and hot.
Because would have been around 16 or so when made the engagement necklace for Gran. That would have been year 40. So if it's year 50, it would have been 26 to 55 to 60 would have been either 30, 35 at the latest. So yeah, that's 35 at the latest is how old she would be, and youngest is 25. Somewhere around there. Depending on when they made the engagement necklaces and so on. But yeah. All those characters are in their like mid to late 20s at this time probably. Except for Boomy, who was the same age as Aang. So he's already in his 50s and 60s.
Okay.
But
hear me out.
We're listening. We're listening, but this is going in the notes.
What if you found Aang first, just fully broke?
I was gonna say, what if we go to the southern water tribe and find Anchor?
Just a hypothetical.
I
Wait,
thought you said hear me out about Boomy, and I was like, he's only 50. That's not
Yeah.
decrepit.
Yes.
And he wasn't
Daddy
decrepit in the
Boom.
series either.
Yeah.
He was very ripped.
Right.
Guys,
He
And
has a
Daddy
dip in the middle.
Boomy.
During his 50s, he's so decrepit, but then he like climbs back up.
At 112 years old, he got back in shape.
Yes.
You know, also being like a multimillionaire and just having money.
God,
Worse.
millionaires suck.
Millionaires suck, dude.
You heard it here first. No, you couldn't have heard it here first because Dropout and Friendly Mulligan does it all the time. But capitalism sucks.
You heard it here at least third.
Yeah, at least third. We're at least
But-
third on this list.
This could be the first time they're hearing it.
You're
Yeah,
right. Not
that's
everyone
fair,
watches D20.
That's true. That's true.
And
And
we cut to the
such a weird-
the South Pole. And we
Not again.
Scoot's not around this time. Sorry. But yeah,
Why
that's
not?
that's where
What
we'll
happened
end.
to him?
We'll end. He's old. It's been on a lot of years, Oz.
You might have
What
grandkids.
happened to Scoots?
Scoots, this is a little Easter egg for anyone there. Scoots is on the screen for anyone who wants to try and find him.
We don't get to see the overlay yet. No.
Yeah, no, you don't get to see the overlay.
What?
Anyway,
No.
I have Scoots on the screen.
That was a good way to end it. That was good.
Yeah.